Old Florida services a lot of what we call mid-market companies, 50, 100, 200, 300 employees. And when you get to that level, you do have a lot of accounting sophistication that needs to be accomplished. And I want to show a very brief but powerful application, and that's the automatic labor distribution split. We do have several companies that take advantage of. In essence, in previous videos, I mean, it's very easy to see, and most users know how to, when they're in payroll details, to manipulate lines of pay, book things to different rates of pay, obviously, book them to different departments, comp codes. But sometimes for fixed splits, okay, labor pay that's allocated to various departments in the same percentage or proportion every time, we want to have that automated for us. I'm going to show you how easy that is to accomplish. Let's go down into our employee drawer to employee setup, and we're going to pick on William Washington. Okay, William Washington works in a particular division or department, but let's just say his cost, okay, to the business needs to be split in a fixed percentage or allocation amongst various departments. We're going to visit, and I'll show you this very quickly, the labor distribution tab. Okay, to start and set up the split, we're going to click on add, and maybe 20% of William's cost to the business is going to be booked to admin, and maybe 20%, let's say, is going to be booked to sales, and maybe the remaining 60%, for instance, we'll pick tech. Okay, we'll click save. That's all it takes to get the splitter, okay, set. Now the real power comes from using the function and power of PowerGrid, aptly named. I'm going to show how that works. So let's get out of Williams' record. I have a demo payroll going, so I'll go ahead and edit a payroll. Now, to make this labor split happen, we have to use the horsepower that comes from PowerGrid. Okay, so we're going to click on PowerGrid, and we're going to do a new PowerGrid. Now, at the risk of making this too complicated, I'm going to do all salary employees, do the next. This is everybody in my company, so let's clean this up a little bit. I'm going to highlight everything except for William, and maybe we'll delete these lines. Okay, so let's clean up our grid a little bit. Now, let's get back in here. Okay. Let's pretend like we have one person in the business. This could be hundreds of people, okay, but this is going to illustrate the point. In order to make this PowerGrid distribute his labor, we have to get this clicked. So typically, with a user can obviously either click it manually, but if you get dozens or hundreds of records, you can right-click and select all, okay, and that's going to check everything. Then you can right-click again, and this is where the power happens. Well, I'll slow down here, and distribute all. When I click on distribute all, you can see, boom, immediately his salary is chopped up into those individual pieces. Okay, now this gentleman makes $1,750 total, I believe was the split. So let's just make sure to ourselves we know exactly how let's make sure that this all adds up properly. So we can go ahead and click process if we'd like. You guys will see the final result of our work here. Sometimes if you see that the very first time, you're worried that, oh my goodness, is it going to pay this over again? I want to verify it for you, but that's not the case. So we can go to payroll details. Let's go find Mr. Washington's check, and there's the $1,750 that we expect to know. That's a previous check. Sorry, you can see he has one of two. Previous testing still stuck in the system. Okay, there's Mr. Washington's check. So his $1,750, okay, is automatically split amongst those various departments. Now, if you recall, as we kind of finish here, there were, if you're a heavy job coster, we could be splitting things automatically in job. That's less common than departmental or divisional, labor allocation, labor distribution. But if you're the kind of company that needs that kind of sophistication, you can automate that. It's a very easy process to make happen. We're happy to work with you and show you some more.